posture. Look at the difference from that to like that. Core pulled in, nice curve in the spine there. My bottom, does it look perter? Looks a little bit perter than that, doesn't it? And my shoulders, everybody with their shoulders goes up, back and down. And you start walking with the pram, and then before you know it, you're like, ugh. What you need to think about is these bones here being like curtains, and at the moment they're there, and you need to get them to there. So it's kind of like there to there. Such a tiny movement. It's not up, back and down in those pockets, and that's really going to help you. So if you can start addressing that with washing up, typing every 20 minutes, keep thinking, oh, what about my shoulders? And if you've got an office job, a really good one is set an alarm on your phone. Set it for about every half an hour and let the go off, and then straighten yourself up again. So that's like the upper part. Now, all this is connected, all this is your core, and everyone goes on about, oh, strengthening your core. So it's totally right, your core needs strengthening, but so does your bottom, because it's actually the whole of this area, and the core wraps around you like a corset that keeps you together. The first thing that's going to keep you together is your pelvic floor. Your pelvic floor is the first muscle that will make your tummy flatter. I bet now you're listening. We laugh about fannies a lot, but mine's 39 years old and it's been battered. So it needs exercising. So we're going to do some exercises now. You've got 3 bits to your pelvic floor. You've got your wee-wee, your sex, and your poo-poo. Get your wee-wee one, and you're going to give it little squeezes. Just like you're stopping yourself from weeing mid-flow. Little squeezes. Now forget that one and do your sex one. Imagine you're picking up a Tampax. So you've got Tampax falling out and you're picking it up with your lady bits. Tampax falling out and you're picking it up with your lady bits. Okay, so you can do that a few times. Then you've got the hard one, because when we try and stop ourselves from farting, we're going to squeeze our bum, because that's what we do. But actually, when you're in the street and you think you're going to let one out, your brain just kind of like stops it. It automatically happens. But when we're doing it as an exercise, it doesn't. So give it a go. Now try and pick up that pelvic floor and draw it up inside you. So it's hanging around here. Now think about you've picked up an overripe apricot and you're holding it here. You can't squeeze it, because if you squeeze it, the overripe apricot's going to go and fall onto the floor. Yeah? So gotta just keep it here. And that's the first part of making you stand from this to shoulders, pelvic floor. We'll talk about the bum another video. And now let's talk about how I drew in that core. How I went from to like that. So second in's what everybody does. Everyone puts the dress on and everyone goes, do I look all right? Yeah, and then you have the photos with the glass of wine and you look more like that. So the core, really, really important, these muscles. And think about it like a zip, zipping up and closing. So you can't quite get into your jeans, but you're not sucking it in and going, you're drawing it in as you exhale. So it's pulling up, coming round, and I talk about it like a corset wrapping around you. So imagine that corset's being wrapped around the wrong way and you're tying it tighter and tighter and tighter. That's what I mean. Imagine it's pulling up and somebody's scooping a C curve out of you. And with the C curve, what I mean is it's as if someone's digging a spoon in and scraping it up so it's coming up. Another idea is a smiley face. So basically you're bringing up that pelvic floor and then you're going with your abdominals. Some of you are probably doing it now and able to do it. Other people can't. It can take a while. So one way that I do it to learn to connect, learn to awaken those muscles. Don't forget you've been pregnant for a long time. Breastfeeding is a really good time to do your pelvic floor and these core exercises, and at your desk. So inhale. Exhale. And I could keep going because I've taught myself to do that. But basically you exhale for as long as you can, but as you exhale, what will happen, and make sure it doesn't, is that your rib cage naturally comes down. So you don't want to be getting smaller on that exhale. You want to make sure that you're standing up and all those things are happening around your tummy. Another thing that can happen on the inhale is you go, and then you go, and then you wonder why your core's not working, because you look something like that. So that basically is how to stand up taller and straighter, holding your little ones, one hip. We all do it. Try desperately to hold them in front of you. So imagine this is them. You're not here and you're not here. Try and get them to wrap around you. Try and get you to open up your shoulders. Draw your core in, pelvic floor up. Picking up, you're not going to go watch the tummy. See all that going on? What you want to do is draw it up, draw it in. Think about your core. Or even if you are doing that over a cot, have it scooped in rather than what's happening here affects what's happening here. So if you stand like this a lot, the chances are it's your pelvic floor and your pelvis and your bum that's not strong. So try and stand with your feet hip distance apart. Make sure that your knees aren't coming in. Mine come in naturally, so squeeze your bum, feet forward. When are you going to do this? Washing up. When are you going to do your pelvic floors? Traffic lights, okay? When are you going to do your core? Shower. It can all be done during the day, daily activities.